As a teacher, a bonus usually almost always sounds amazing. In this case, I kind of have to rethink that because I don't know how I feel about it, but here are my thoughts. Alright, in this video, we're not trashing Donald Trump. We're not supporting Donald Trump. I'm just speaking my thoughts on this segment I saw of him saying that he will give bonuses to teachers that get trained and get a gun, get armed. He makes some valid points as he's speaking. He says gun-free zones are pretty much saying, you know, nobody else here has a gun, so we're not protected.
We have to get smart on gun-free zones.
I understand that saying why it was up there, and you know, at the time, I guess it did deter criminals or crime. He later on goes to say that, you know, not every teacher is going to have a gun. He doesn't want every teacher to have a gun. He wants about 20% of teachers to have a gun. And how is that going to happen? Well,
I don't want teachers to have guns. I want certain highly adept people.
He recognizes that there's ex-military that become teachers. There's teachers that have been trained with weapons. And they will provide training to highly adept teachers to carry guns. True, military personnel do become teachers. I've worked with plenty of ex-military that are wonderful teachers. But at the same time, I've also spent years teaching with not a ex-military personnel in the classroom or on campus.
People that understand weaponry, guns.
Teachers are trained in weaponry. I've been around guns. I've shot plenty of guns and I know how to use one, and I feel very comfortable carrying one in public, but doesn't mean I want to carry one at school, at work. And here's why. As teachers, we're either we're on the floor, we're running around, we're going from one place to another, we're moving 18 to 20 students from one side of the school to the other side of the school safely as possible, as quickly as possible. We're all over the place. We have a million things to worry about already. And in my thoughts, while I'm doing all that, getting all my paperwork done, I don't want that added worry. And I don't want anybody else to have that added worry or stress. Why? Because, you know, we lose things. We're human. Humans make mistakes. And having to worry if is it here? Did I leave it in the room? Did I lock it up? Does anybody know where I leave the key? Did anybody take my keys? I don't know. So then when he says that it's going to deter these kind of tragedies, I can see that. But are we replacing a tragedy with another tragedy? Here are my final thoughts. If we're going to spend the money to give bonuses to teachers and train them to carry a gun,
The people that do carry, we give them a bonus.
and make sure that they're the right person to carry a gun. If we're going to do all that, why can't we spend the money on making sure that gun goes to the right person in the first place? Or doesn't go to that person in the first place? As for the bonus, yeah, I like the idea of getting a little more in my check, but I don't need it. I don't need it to protect your child, to protect my students. I know that any teacher out there will do what they can. I just wish we don't have to. Not in that sense. I wish we didn't have to talk about this. I wish as teachers we didn't have to worry about these kind of stuff, and our students don't have to worry about this kind of stuff, but I wish we didn't have to train and see in... You know what? This is usually where I close it out and I say, dare to be weird, and I end with something funny. But really, just dare to love one another.